How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. We are back for another week and I hope every single one of you have had a really good weekend. Now, on today's show, we're going to take a look back at the breaking news from yesterday about this European Super League. And we're also going to take a look at the action over the course of the weekend. We had a couple of games in the FA Cup and of course we had the games in the Premier League. And you know what that means? Plenty of goals, plenty of drama, and plenty of talking points.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So, of course, there's only one place to start, and that was the breaking news yesterday about the European Super League and how they think it's going ahead. The fallout from this has just been quite staggering. I don't think that I can even go into great detail in this show as to what on earth is going on at the moment. So I'll try and keep it brief until we get, 100% confirmation and some kind of clarity here, there and everywhere. But basically, 12 teams are part of this European Super League, which is where they will break away from the Champions League and the Europa League and everything else. And the teams involved. Now, the person running this is the Real Madrid president, Perez. Lo and behold, go and look who second in command is. There's a few of them. Stan Kroenke. Liverpool's owners, Manchester United's owners, Chelsea are a part of this. Manchester City are a part of this. Tottenham are a part of this. I know that Arsenal are having a bad season, but how did Tottenham get invited? I genuinely don't understand that one. At least Arsenal have history and they have something behind them as to say why they should be at the table. The third biggest club in England. Don't know, but anyway, what happens then is that UEFA, along with the Premier League and all of the other football associations to do with the major clubs, La Liga and Serie A and everything else, have all said that if this happens, then the clubs in question will be banned from their domestic competition. So to put it bluntly, Arsenal, Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, etc. will all be banned from the Premier League. Domestic football. Really? I'm genuinely sitting here just trying to fathom what to say to this. That I don't know what to say. In a sense, how much more do you need to see what is happening right now? The fans, nobody cares. Honestly, this is about them lining their pockets. The money that they're going to make. They don't care. And I tell you what I don't like either. I've seen BT, Sky, all these organisations, the Premier League, jumping on this and condemning it, when there is just as much the problem as everybody else. You go and look at some of the fixtures that we moan about at the moment on Sky and BT, and how fans are never considered when they send you hundreds of miles away on a Friday night or a Saturday night or first thing on a Saturday morning, Sundays, Monday nights. And do they care about the fans? Do they care? Of course they don't. The Premier League jumping on their high horse. These are the same people that only a few months ago were trying to charge you £14.99 for Sheffield United against Burnley. What are you jumping on your high horse for? Honestly, you're all as bad as each other. That's what I'm getting from this. They're all trying to take the moral high ground and start saying, well, this is wrong and this is wrong and this is wrong. And no, you're all wrong. You're all part of it. Honest to God, one of the main reasons why I decided to go the avenue I did with my football club in non-league is because of the enjoyment I now get out of it. The love that I have for the game at non-league. Because it's so much better. You get genuine football. You get real fans and, you know, you just care about what you do and you get to do the things that you loved. Honestly, man. This is what I'm trying to explain to people, that all of this, yeah, okay, it might be great. You can play Juve and all these teams and everything else, blah, 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 blah. It's like, really? What? And risk the domestic side of things and be kicked out of the Premier League? Over 100 years of history and tradition for these clubs. And Arsenal, Man United and Liverpool in particular as the three biggest clubs in England. Stop worrying about Chelsea and Man City. They're part of the problem anyway with all their money that they've brought into football. The organisation's moaning now. You should have stopped it from the beginning. When you're messing around with your financial fair play and you're allowing it to happen, and then you let the likes of PSG and all this lot come in with all their money. Shut up, man. You're all part of the problem. But nah, seriously, I look at it and I just think, really? It's not football that I remember anymore. It's not football that I know. And that's why I enjoy what I do at non-league now. I'm loving every single minute of it because I've got enjoyment. I wake up on a Saturday and I'm excited and I'm buzzing about going to the game. And it's not just about being the manager or the owner or whatever. You know, people don't understand it. Like, a lot of people still think DTFC and what we created is this YouTube team and everything else. And yes, that's the way it started and whatever. But we're now playing in a cup competition in the 9th tier of English football. Do you understand how big that is for a club that has not even been in existence as a league team for a year? We're playing in the 9th tier of English football. Like, it's staggering. It normally takes teams years and years and years to get to this level. And we're holding our own as well. Just go over to the channel and see what we're doing over there. The first game from the first round was, you know, already out. And it took the well-established team a 96th minute goal to get a draw against us. You know, we just went into the second game at the weekend and we won that. Seriously, honestly, oh mate, I could genuinely sit here. What I'm going to do, right? I'm going to wait until all of this kind of dust settles and we find out definitively as to what is going on and what is happening. And then I'm really going to do a video and speak and say a few home truths about a few things. I've got to be careful what I say in some respects because I am a club owner. People can sit there and think, oh, it's like DTFC. Trust me, we're now affiliated and a part of the Football Association. So, yeah. But all these organisations, man, Sky and BT and the Premier League and everything, jumping on the high horse, man. Come on. Really? Like I said, during the midst of a worldwide pandemic, when people are locked up in isolation, struggling, all these different type of things, you're charging fans $14.99 to watch a game of football. Not $14.99 for a month or anything, per game. Sheffield United, Burnley. My God almighty. But listen, I will do another video once we know definitively what's going on. And then I will say what I need to say. But there's been widespread condemnation over this, and rightly so. But let's go and get into the results over the course of the weekend. We're going to go to the two FA Cup matches. Of course, it was the semi-finals. Bit you know, different not seeing Arsenal in it, but it is what it is. And first one, Chelsea, Manchester City, big game. And Chelsea run out 1-0 winners. And Manchester City, the quadruple is over. The treble to emulate Manchester United's one in '99 is over. And it just shows the treble and the invincible season, not as easy as some people might think, are they? But yeah, it was Ziyech with the only goal. Man City, they just weren't their usual self. They still had some chances in there, but they just weren't their usual self. I hope they pick themselves up though by next weekend, and yeah, sort themselves out for that final against Spurs. But yeah, Chelsea are through to another FA Cup final, and joining them will be Leicester. It was a 1-0 win for them against Southampton. Iheanacho with the only goal, and yeah, they're having a fantastic season. If they can, you know, go and win the FA Cup along with, you know, winning the Premier League a few years ago, then it's going to have been a fantastic period as a Leicester fan. I remember when their owner first joined and he said what his, you know, ambitions were and everything else and whatnot. And I tell you something, he'll be up there looking down with a big smile on his face, so proud of what Leicester are achieving, because it's remarkable, to be fair, and fair play to them. And I'll definitely be cheering them on in that final, that's for sure. We're going to go to the Premier League games, starting off on Friday. Everton 2, Tottenham 2. This don't really help either of them in their chase for that top 4, top 6, whatever you want to look at. Harry Kane with a couple of goals, some question marks about an injury, possible ankle problem, and he's had a lot of those, but we'll wait and see. I still expect him to be playing in the final next week, even if he wasn't fully fit. I think on the balance a draw was a fair scoreline, but like I said, I don't think it helps either team. Wolves 1-0 winners against Sheffield United, and that has now confirmed Sheffield United as being relegated from the Premier League. I called it before the start of the season. I said Sheffield United would be relegated. Second season syndrome, no fans in the stadium. I just felt that was going to happen. So good luck with them in the Championship in their quest to try and get back in the Premier League next season. Newcastle against West Ham. What a game this was. Newcastle raced into a 2-0 lead. West Ham down to 10 men. And then in the blink of an eye, towards the end of the game, West Ham scored 2 goals. Jesse Lingard again as well. From the penalty spot, and it was 2-2, and you're sitting there scratching your head thinking, what on earth has just happened here? And within 2 minutes of that, Joe Willock has put Newcastle back in the lead, and that's a brilliant win for Newcastle. They're safe. They're going to be safe now. And West Ham, that's a massive blow to their top 4 you know, hopes and everything. But yeah, Newcastle, like I said, big win for them. Going into Sunday's games, Arsenal 1, Fulham 1. And I think I've said all I need to say about this. It just annoys the hell out of me. And the fact that we score with still 2 minutes to go and we're off celebrating and, you know, running around going like this when there's no fans in the stadium and stuff. Get the ball out of the net. Come on, man. Just get on with it. Last game, Manchester United against Burnley. And I think this all but confirms Manchester United in the Champions League place this season going into next. 3-1 win against Burnley. Burnley turned up and tried to stink the place out, is the best way of putting that. And had a goal disallowed quite early. But yeah, Manchester United, not great, but they've done enough. And some individual performances have helped them out a lot this season when they've not been great. So fair play to them. They are comfortably in second place. In terms of the Premier League table, do I think that Manchester United could catch Manchester City 8 points behind? I can't see it. That would be one hell of a collapse from Manchester City, that's for sure. But Manchester United, yeah, they're on a bit of a roll, man. When you look at it, won their last 5. Manchester City, they've won 3 and lost 2 of the last 5. But I can't see them catching them. No, I can't see that. I'm sorry. But yeah, it is what it is. And There's only 6 games or so to go, and I can't wait for the season to finish in terms of the Premier League, that's for sure. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.